out to Money Brown, man. Errol Spence Jr. My boy Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
Money Brown TV. Peace. Watching Money Brown TV.
What's up, Brian Custom Showtime Championship Boxing. I gotta give him a big shout out to Money Brown TV. This is Steven Espinosa from Showtime Sports. Shout out to Money Brown TV.
Yo, what's going on out there, Fight World? It's your boy Money back with another one, man. And we talking Errol, the Truth, Spence Jr. taking on Shawn, Showtime Porter, September 28th in a unification bout. And the landing spot is looking like LA, Los Angeles, California, man. The time has come. You understand me? The time has come for Errol Spence to get one of these PBC boys in the ring with him, man. You know, the time has come. We all know the ultimatums they gave him. Shawn Porter and his daddy, they wanted no parts of him. Let Errol get a bigger name. Keith Thurman, he stalled. 2017, 2019, now 2020. You know, Danny Garcia said, you know, he's not really known yet. Let him get more season. They all wanted him to get a scrap. He got the scrap, still had to wait. See what I'm saying? I think he got the scrap in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. It's 2019. But the time has come for one of these PBC boys to get into the ring with ESJ. And it's going to be one hell of a fight. It's going to be one hell of a fight. You dig? Because Showtime Shawn Porter, I give him credit. The boy don't stop coming. The boy is relentless. You know, the boy got great conditioning. You know, him and his daddy, they do go into the ring and not really caring like, okay, let's go. But they going to need all of that. They're going to need all of that come September 28th. You dig? And I'm giving Shawn all the credit in the world. He beat Danny Garcia. He is the WBC welterweight champion of the world. He has defended his title against Ugas. But just like the pattern goes, he defended his IBF against Paulie Malignaggi. And then we all know what happened with Kell Brook. You know? So I'm quite sure him and his father, they understand their history. And they looking to be victorious, man. They are looking to be victorious against the #1 welterweight in the world. And that's this guy right here, man. This killer. This beast. You know? Everyone knows what Errol is, yo. Everyone knows what Errol is. Even the ones that don't want to admit it. Even the ones that don't want to admit it. They know he stands as the #1. The #1 welterweight in the world. Like I was telling my guy, main man, when we had our debate. You know, when Errol become unified champion, it's nothing Keith Thurman really did to surpass him. You know what I mean? Y'all can look at the resumes. It's nothing like you go tell me Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter is better than Shawn Porter and Kell Brook and a Mikey Garcia and a Lamont Peterson. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. You can't put Jose Cito Lopez in that mix. You can put Manny Pacquiao in the mix. That's for damn sure. An 8-division world champion. But we know Manny wanted no parts of Errol Spence. Manny wanted no parts of Errol Spence. You dig what I mean? Now, with Showtime Shawn Porter, we all know the situation with him and his father. They never wanted to be the first guys in the ring with Errol Spence. You know, they never wanted to be the first guys in the ring with Errol Spence. That's why they follows him over to the UK, do a little scouting, but at the same time, you know, make it like they support it, in my opinion. You know, make it like they support. So when it's time for Errol to fight one of these PBC boys, you know, he might overlook them early on and be like, I want Danny Garcia or I want Keith Thurman, which we all know Errol wanted Keith Thurman. But now, you know, Kenny Porter, whoa, pump your brakes on Errol Spence. What has he done? You know, this, that, and the third. We didn't want the IBF. We didn't want this. You know, so now Kenny Porter got everything that he wanted for his son, for us fighting Danny Garcia, getting a WBC welterweight world title. They wanted the rematch with Thurman, but it didn't come. You know, they wanted the rematch with Thurman, but it didn't come. Thurman over there fighting Manny Pacquiao on pay-per-view, and that's on Saturday. We're going to enjoy it. But now, Errol jumped into that ring and said, just like y'all did Danny Garcia, I'm calling you out. You know what I mean? I'm calling you out. And you better not duck me, son. Yeah, I remember Errol said that shit at the post-fight. But let's get into this fight. Showtime Shawn Porter. Great resume, man. Great resume. Devin Alexander, Andre Berto, Paula Malignaggi, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Ugas. You know? Great resume. Can't take that away from him. Can't take that away from him. You know? A hell of a fighter. A two-time world champion at welterweight, held the IBF, now current WBC welterweight world champion. We all know he got a great gas tank. Porter dude got a good jab, you know, known for his ferociousness to keep coming and keep coming, whether he using his head or whatever he got to do to get the win. You know, was a sparring partner to Manny Pacquiao. So Thurman is a seasoned veteran in the game. You know what I mean? A seasoned veteran in the game and one of the top welterweights in the world. Hands down. Can't deny it. Can't deny it. You know? But Errol Spence stepped on the scene. Stepped on the scene as an Olympian. You know, was projected to win gold. If he didn't get robbed and had to gear himself back up, who knows what would have happened in that 2012 Olympics. You know what I mean? Came ferociously, stopping everybody with body shots. You know what I'm saying? Breaking his opponent down, looking, you know, just monstrous. Let's just say that. He was looking monstrous, yo. You know what I mean? Got to his 15 pro fight. If I'm not mistaken, he fought Phil LaGreco. Put Phil LaGreco down on the same night as Shawn Porter and Adrian Broner went. Mayweather was out there saying he will relinquish the WBA, the Super WBA, if Keith Thurman or Shawn Porter was to step into the ring with Errol Spence, they can fight for that title. They never answered the call. Never answered the call. You know? So Errol took the IBF route, worked his way up to being a mandatory, took out Kell Brook, stopped him in his hometown in a impressive, dramatic fashion. You know? Came over here, kept trying to get one of these top welterweights in Shawn Porter, Danny Garcia, and Keith Thurman to get into the ring with him. They all stalled him. So he went on and did what he had to do. Faced the Lamont Peterson. You know, took out his mandatory in Ocampo. Then took out a big name and a 4-division world champion and a future Hall of Famer in Mikey Garcia. And right now he's on to Shawn Porter. You know what I mean? And this going to be one hell of a fight. It's going to be one hell of a fight. September the 28th, can't get her quick enough. You know, but we got great fights leading up to September the 28th. But September the 28th can't get her quick enough. You know what I mean? It's a lot of naysayers and a lot of doubters out there on Errol Spence, man. It's a lot of cats that don't believe that he's the truth. It's a lot of cats that do believe he's the truth but refuse to give him his credit. You know what I'm saying? You got Hall of Fame fighters like Roy Jones Jr. and Sugar Ray Leonard. They doubt him. You know, they doubt him. We know Sugar Ray had Mikey Garcia winning the fight. Roy Jones say he haven't seen nothing from Errol Spence, that it was a matchmaker in heaven that guided his career. Kell Brook was a damaged goods when Errol fought him. It didn't really stand for nothing. You know, the same things that other fans are saying. The same things that the Keith Thurman fans are saying. You know, but they failed to recognize that Kell Brook was the world champion when Errol Spence fought him. They won't say that. But guess what? Now, since Shawn Porter is that credible opponent that Errol Spence has to face to prove that he's the real deal, if Errol Spence go in here and watch this man, you know what I'm saying, and beat the shit out of Shawn Porter, I'm looking for everyone to give him his truthful recognition and say that he is the #1 welterweight in the world, which we already know he's the #1 welterweight in the world. And I don't need the #1 welterweight in the world, but unified. Unified. See what I'm saying? Well, everybody get Keith credit for and saying, oh, Keith was unified. He was unified. No one has been unified before. All right, when Earl become unified, it's nothing no one can say. I don't want to hear, oh, well, you know what, Keith already done that, like my man, main man say, no, main man, that don't rock. It don't rock. It don't rock because we talking about the current times. We talking about right now in the present. Remember? The present. You dig? Now, Showtime Shawn Porter going into this ring, he gonna give his all. He's going to give his all. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. But a lot of people thought Mikey Garcia wasn't going to be easy. And look what Errol did to him. We all know Showtime Shawn Porter game plan against Errol Spence is not going to be the game plan he fought against Ugas with. He's not going to try to stay on the back foot and try to box and try to keep range and distance. You know what I mean? He's not going to do that. He's going to have to pull everything out his bag of tricks to beat a talent like Errol Spence Jr. He's going to have to go in there and be rough and tough. Like I tell everybody, he's going to have to try to be what Marcos Maidana did in the first fight to Floyd Mayweather that wasn't successful. He's going to have to be that dirty to try to discourage Errol Spence Jr. That means headbutts, nut shots, elbows, anything he can do to try to get Errol off his game. But one thing he's going to find out is Errol is very mentally tough. You know what I mean? So if you want to play the foul game, it's going to happen right back to you. And that's a fact. That's a fact. But one thing he's going to find out, like I always say, how strong Errol Spence is in that ring. You know, if you couldn't move Kell Brook, you're not going to move Errol Spence Jr. I'm going to repeat that. If you couldn't move Kell Brook, you're not going to move Errol Spence Jr., whose jab is way better than the Kell Brook jab. You know, Kell got a good jab, but Kell only throw that jab I thought would have won. Errol sometimes double it up. Sometimes he triple it up. And we know he got things coming off the jab. Hooks, body shots, combinations. You know what I mean? And sometimes he shoot it straight downstairs to the stomach. Boom! And we know Shawn don't like it downstairs. We know that. You know? We seen what Ugas did to him. We seen what Danny did to him. Whenever you go downstairs on Shawn Porter, you can stop him in his tracks on whatever he's doing. You know what I mean? But September the 28th, we got a great fucking fight on our hands. We got a great fight on our hands. You know what I mean? I heard some clown talking about they can't sell in L.A. You got to be a fool to think Errol Spence and Shawn Porter can't sell in L.A. You got to be a fool to think that. You know? Errol got a big Mexican following. And one thing Mexicans love is boxing. Boxing. So whenever you put a unified championship fight anywhere in America, it's going to sell. It's going to sell. Especially when you're talking about Errol Spence. You see what I'm saying? Everyone know Errol is the hottest thing at welterweight. After he beat Mikey, trust and believe, the Mexicans fell in love with Errol Spence after he dominated Mikey Garcia. If you wasn't a fan of Errol's, you became a fan of Errol's on that night if you was a Mexican. And that's a fact. That's a fact. You know? This fight is going to be one hell of a fight. I can't wait for the press conference. You know? This fight could be announced as early as Saturday on the Manny Pacquiao and the Keith Thurman card on pay-per-view. We know that's going to be a big event right there. We're going to have a lot of PBC boys in the house. A lot of PBC boys going to be in the house. It's just going to be one good-ass fight. You know what I mean? So they might announce this fight on Saturday. And I want to see these boys face-to-face. I want to see Kenny Porter up there when they announce this and see his reaction to see his son looking at the truth, Errol Spence Jr., understanding that their time has come, knowing, and I'm going to repeat this, knowing they didn't want to be the first people in the ring with this killer. They didn't want it, man. They didn't want it. But sad to say, they got it. They got it. So all that stuff Shawn was talking, Errol is jealous of him because he don't like his smile. He's mad because he's on television. He's mad because he's interviewing him. You know, that people talk about him, not just Errol Spence, which is just nonsense to me. Pure nonsense to me. You know what I mean? Because Errol get all the praises. Errol get all the praises. Same with Keith Thurman. He want to come out and say why Errol is mad at him. But y'all boys gonna have to stand on y'all words. Y'all boys are gonna have to stand on y'all words. And Shawn Porter, you got Junior the Truth rooting for you. We got Junior the Truth standing up saying Ohio versus everybody. You don't want to let old Junior down, Shawn. You don't want to let old Junior down. Hey, Junior, Dad did a motherfucker. Junior, tell your boy don't let you down, man. Tell him don't let you down. Give a great effort. Put in the work. We know they ran to Headbangers to Berry Hearn to try to find the sparring person to fight Errol Spence Jr. But guess what? Headbanger can't help you, dude. Headbangers cannot help you. You understand me? Yo, daddy say Earl is scared. He say Earl is afraid when he look at the TV and he see that he's going up against Kenny Porter, the man that went to Russia with him when the Landing girl went let down, the man that helped him work on his jab, the man that was in the corner when he sparred Floyd Mayweather. He say he know everything about Errol Spence, and they give his son an edge. Kenny Porter say he knows everything about Errol Spence, and they give his son the edge, yo. Well, Kenny, I want to ask you this. Is this that same kid that you worked with when he was an amateur? Is it? Is Errol Spence the same kid you worked with when he was an amateur? Is he the same kid that spoiled your son, that gave your son problems when he was getting ready to go to the Olympics? Is it still that kid? Or is this a grown man, with a great trainer? They got 10 times better, that faced adversity. You know what I mean? And that's the IBF world champion of the world that's about to fight your son in a unification bout. Did Errol Spence stay the same and your son only got better? Or did Errol Spence get better along with your son? I want to ask you that, Kenny Porter. Is this the same Errol Spence that you work with in the amateurs, or did the kid get 10 times better? Or is he the same cat that you claim, that you help progress, that you help build, that he's your pupil? The way you talk, he got to be your pupil. Know what I mean? He got to be your Bruce Lee, and you Ip Man. Your son not Bruce Lee and you Ip Man. Errol Spence is Bruce Lee and you Ip Man if we let you tell it. Know what I mean? If we let Kenny Porter tell it. But I'm going to leave y'all with this here, man. September the 28th is going down. You got the IBF welterweight world champion going up against the WBC welterweight world champion. Two great fighters. You understand me? Two great fighters with two good skill sets. No, two great skill sets. You know what I mean? Y'all know I'm rocking with Earl all the way. This is no secret. I'm rocking with Earl all the way. But Shawn Porter will put up a hell of an effort. You're going to have to put him down to keep him down. He's going to put up a hell of an effort. His father instilled that in him. His father instilled that in him. And they don't want to go out looking bad. But in Monty Brown's opinion, I feel like he's going to put up a hell of an effort for 4 rounds. And after that 4 rounds, it's just going to be pure domination from Errol Spence Jr. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. And we might see Shawn Porter get stopped for the first time in his career. We might see him get stopped for the first time in his career because Errol Spence wants to make a statement. And anytime Errol Spence wants to make a statement, you're in trouble. You really are in trouble. So we're just going to see what happens September 28th. Like I said, it looked like it's in Los Angeles. I wish both of these dudes great health when the fight's over. But in my mind, I have no doubt that at the end of the fight, whether it's a stoppage or a 12-round decision, that Errol, the Truth Spence Jr., will be victorious. Errol, the Truth Spence Jr., will be still undefeated. And Errol, the Truth Spence Jr., will be the new unified welterweight world champion of the world, holding the IBF and the WBC welterweight world titles. You understand me? And looking to face the winner of Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao that's going down this Saturday, July the 20th. You understand me? So to all y'all out there, get ready for the fight. Enjoy all the fights leading up to September 28th. Shawn Porter, enjoy that WBC scrap for as long as you can because it's coming back to Dallas with Errol Spence. You understand me? It's coming back to Dallas with Errol Spence. and it is what it is. Until then, this your boy Monty. That's the ANSBC movement. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you want to donate, it's in the description. And I'll be back with another one, family.